imagine, our modern challenge is this, that we're in the spades game, and every month the rules are changing. We were playing spades, now we're playing bid whiz. You're like, wait, no. Now you're saying this is what? We cut, well, how did that happen? And so if you can imagine, most of us are very, very frustrated and feel a little bit overwhelmed because the game has changed. And it keeps changing every week. And so how do we tell people to vote? Because you just took away some of the voting power. And it took me 2 years just to get people to vote right. But now and I'm saying, so you're changing the game. Do I tell people to go to school? But you're changing the game. Do I say get that degree? Do I say am I making sense? And so a lot of things are shifting, and we have to understand this because it's a time of transition that many of us are very, very, very concerned about, because I don't know, I'm trying to cross over, but my problem is I've never been in this territory before. And like the Israelites, I don't have a history that gives me a lot of bravado. Am I making sense? I don't have a history that tells me, oh man, we've always been on top. No, we haven't. I don't have a history that tells me, oh man, you're going to always have it. No, we ain't always had it. I've worked hard to pull myself up to this point. Am I making sense? And I worked hard to pull my family to this point. And I worked hard to pull my life to this point. And I worked hard to get my money here and my profession here. And now, Dr. Moody, you are challenging me right now to talk about sacrifice and sowing. And I don't know how to live in Canaan because all I got is the residual effects of Egypt. And all of that's brand new. So Joshua's stressing out. Why? Because think about it. Joshua's thinking, I got to follow the Michael Jordan of leadership.
He had the best of the best.
The man who took down Egypt. Took down Pharaoh. I gotta follow that dude. He led 2 million people out of Egypt with stuff. They got earrings and necklaces. They walking through Red Seas. And he destroyed Israel's army, Israel's economy, all of everything about the agriculture. I'm following him. That makes sense. And so now, how you live up to that? And everybody look at you like, well, Joshua's a good dude, but he ain't Moses. I need open up a sea or something. Let me holler at you. Yeah, I know you threw a little rod down and turned into a serpent and everything, but Moses was with you then too. Don't play. And that wasn't even you. That was Aaron. Don't lie. Talking about I was there that day. You was in the crowd. So Joshua is stressed a little bit because can I do this? Listen, with the people who have done nothing.
Jesus. Wow.
I got to lead them, but they don't even have a history where they've really done anything significant other than wander. Our biggest accomplishment was sweet water. Water was bitter. We complained about it.
They didn't do it.
It turned sweet.
They didn't do it.
And they didn't even do that.
No, sir. They did not.
Our miracle was Kool-Aid. Our great-grandparents got the Red Sea. we got red Kool-Aid. And so, can you imagine Joshua like, man, not only am I worried about, can I do this, but can they do this? And then the people are looking like, well, we don't know if you're going to be able to do it, because we ain't seen you do nothing. And you talking about building a nation. I've never built anything. I've never been a warrior. I've never governed anything. You know, in fact, listen, Joshua, to be honest with you, I ain't had a steady job. 40 years of wandering. They never had to get up in 40 years. Am I making sense? Your biggest job was break down the tent. Move. Set up the tent. Break down the tent. Move. Set up the tent. So not even the skill sets, fellas, that I really need to build. And God, you talking about building a nation? Look at this. How can we do this? Listen, we ain't never fought before. I ain't been in a war. My granddaddy built bricks. My family has been in the construction business. And now you're talking about we're going to go into this land and yes, these strong nations are there. Hey, I didn't really get into it for all of this. In fact, I really didn't have a vote. I was actually born on the way, you know, and so all I know how to do is move real good. And I've been moving my entire life. So can you imagine this tension now, because Joshua's looking at them saying, I haven't really done much. And they're looking at Joshua saying, we haven't really done much. And they're looking at each other saying, you ain't done much. And now, Dr. Moody, you're talking about, let's build a school. I barely went to school. You talk about changing the mentality of future generations. I'm working on keeping my joy. My struggle is keeping me together. I ain't really thought about keeping nobody else together. I'm just trying to manage me. Oh, I'm talking to somebody already. I'm going to help you here. Because when I start talking about that, your brain went there, and it's so funny because you don't see yourself. Your eyes went, yeah. And you watch rows and sections go. Because we're all feeling that same tension. Am I making sense? Now, and so this is why God had to keep saying in this text, be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Be strong. Because he had to keep reminding them. It's like, I know what I'm asking you to do it sounds crazy to you, and you ain't never done it before, so all you got to remember is be strong and courageous. Look at your neighbor and say, be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. The reason why this was important because most of the time, even when we get our degrees, our homes, our cars, our children, our stuff, we all in here suffer from impostor syndrome. We all are always trying to figure out when they're going to find out that we front. I use my spades analogy. You know, you talking noise, but you only got one spade in your hand. But if you learn how to talk noise, you learn how to talk noise, you be like, listen, we're going to go ahead and go board. And they be like, oh, y'all ain't got no books. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what I got. Your problem is, am I going to set you? That's what you're worried about. That's what you're worried about. Play that again. And then you watching them aces come out and you count them in your head. Like, all right. I got this two of spades. And I got to play at the right time. it's gonna roll around. But when I get that tool spade there, I'm like, bam! I'm gonna talk. No, right? I'm making sense. So can you imagine that most of us are dealing with this idea because we're trying to figure out, even if you got the house, even if you got the land, even if you got the car, even if you got the stuff, whatever the stuff is in your mind, you still wonder when they're gonna find out that I'm really just a brother struggling. Pastor Curl and I were walking around Princeton, and we were laughing. We were like, so this year we was at Oxford, and now we're at Princeton. My mother made me laugh because she said, "Hey, where are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm at Princeton." She called me and she's like, "Princeton, Texas?" No, mother. I'm at Princeton University. She's like, "Oh, the Princeton." I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, and she said, "What are you doing up there?" Because sometimes even in those settings, even if God puts you in a place, you sit around and you go, "Man, what am I doing here?" Am I making sense? That you got letters. Listen, you got letters behind your name, and you still say, "What am I doing?" You got the job, and you sitting there at a board meeting, and you sitting there at a meeting, and they're talking about your project, and you sitting there, listen, and you know you only understand 2 parts of your project. For real. And so all you can do is talk about those 2 parts you understand. Well, when we look at the project, the first part is we have to do recruitment. And I'm really doing a lot of work on the recruitment part because we need to recruit. Because if we don't recruit, our clients, we're not going to be able to deal with this. So I've been spending the last several weeks just focusing on recruitment. And they're like, "Oh, okay." Well, and then you're like, whew. Don't ask me nothing else. Because I don't know none of that. So imposter syndrome is important because many of us suffer from it. And I want to talk to you because I want to tell you what it's like to pastor people who suffer from imposter syndrome. Am I making sense? I'm going to tell you what it's like because I can't diagnose you, but I can tell you that there are certain things that you can look for. So when you look for people who deal with imposter syndrome, when we're struggling with it, one of the things is they always hesitate to step into places of influence. So when the door pops open and you got a chance to be that person, to lead out, to take charge of the project, to be the lead, to go for the promotion, am I making sense? To go for the grant, to sign up for it, you always hesitate. Nobody is telling you no. You're telling yourself, should I do it? Do I have enough? Can I do it? If I get hired for it, if I actually put in for this job, what if they want to interview me? Right. If I go to school, what if they say yes? Then I got to actually go. I got to pass the class. What am I doing? And so you struggle because it's like an opportunity pop up in front of you, but you are your own opposition. And that means this, and you struggle with trying to use your resources to build wealth. All you know about is get my stuff, keep my stuff. It was hard to get my stuff. That's right, sir. Am I making sense? Get my stuff, keep my stuff, because it took a lot to get my stuff. Yes. And I don't have no money, no time to waste. Right. So I don't want to play with you, Dr. Moody. I don't want to play. Listen, if we say, listen, because you see all kinds of things all the time. Listen, invest your money in this. Invest your money in that business idea. And you go, I wish I would. And we all say this. Do you know how hard it was for me to get this? And so many of us don't want to try to gain wealth because we are risk averse. We are risk averse because all we can think about is trying to make it. You constantly have the theme of good times in the back of your head. See? Some of y'all like, man, oh, you got, now that right there, you got me. Yeah, you do. You do. And I get it. And you always think that you James Evans about to come up and gonna lose it. You know, you think you Florida Evans. And, you know, James finally got the job. And then had a car accident. Right? Am I making sense? And so imagine you're dealing with imposter syndrome if you're always waiting for the shoe to drop. You're like, I know some point something gonna hit me. Something gonna hit me. So you don't take on leadership responsibilities. You're scared to play. You're scared to build wealth, and you're always worried about being found out. Somebody's gonna find out at some point I'm not as smart. I don't know everything that you think I know. I don't have the answers to the problem. I'm afraid you're gonna look at me and say, "What do you think?" And I'm gonna say, "Man, I don't know." So I learned to make up stuff. Am I making sense? And can you imagine you're dealing with this, and God's challenge, saint to God, for us, and God's challenge for them, elder, is this. Yes, sir. Listen, he doesn't just say, because when we talk about Israel, our problem is this, and this is so important for many of us. I don't know what culture you come from, but it is very important. We've got something wrong that we see in Scripture all the time. We believe that the promise to Abraham and to Israel was solely about land. We think it was solely about land. This is why when you finally get the house, the rest of your life is about paying it off and keeping it. See, how quiet it got. Our family traits and our family community, our family arguments are always about keeping the land. We got to keep the land. We got to maintain the land, keep the house. I don't make sense. Now, I'm not saying lose the house. But notice, God's promise to land, get this, was not merely about acreage. It was about the identity of a nation. I'm going to say it again. It was not merely about, saints, about trying to get trees and hills and dirt under your feet. It was about now building the identity of a people who have never, ever had an identity before. And the land was part of it, but the land wasn't all of it. Am I making sense? And so God was like, yeah, you got to go get this land, but when you get this land, it's going to show everybody, y'all my people. And then and everybody's going to now associate me with you and you with me. So the world now knows who you are. Where's the last project? Where's the last thing that you said, I'm going to step into this moment right now? Why? Because it's not about land. It's literally about saying, this is who God is. And this is what God can do. And I want people to see, my problem is, saints, my challenge is, I'm looking at you. And I'm saying to you, okay, let's build something where our children's children can have an identity. Where our children's children look and they say, this is who we are. We are kingdom people. Now, I may be kingdom black, I may be kingdom Latino, I may be kingdom white, I may be kingdom Irish. Am I making sense? But I am a kingdom person. And since I am a kingdom person, this is how kingdom people operate, and this is what being in the kingdom looks like. Our challenge, saints, is this, that when we're talking about building an identity, you worried about trees. So you will never build a school without risk. You will never build a community without risk. You will never listen, change the economics of an environment without risk. You will never impact people's lives without risk. And if your whole job in life is get this little house, keep these little trees, build me a little fence, and pay it off, and sit here so I can pass it down to my baby, then I want you to know that you don't have a kingdom vision. Because he tells Abraham, listen, get this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to be bold. He tells Abraham, get away from your daddy's house. He tells him, leave the land and leave your family to go and build a legacy. And this legacy is going to affect the entire earth. He challenges him to leave what most of us would say, I wish I would. Leave your daddy's land? What? Leave your people? Huh? For what? Now that he said, because I'm going to make you a great nation. I got land. My daddy got land. We got some trees and some dirt under our feet. What else is there in life? I'm challenging you today because, see, most of our problem is this. You won't transition across the Jordan because you're trying to protect the feet, the ground your feet standing on. I'm going to say it again. You won't transition across the Jordan because your whole life has been consumed with trying to protect the land that your feet are on. So you're like, if I got this a little bit, I just want to hold on to it. And I believe this is the Lord right here. I can go out in the evening and sit on the porch. And I can barbecue on Labor Day, and I can have pictures of my family, and I can put the pictures on the wall, and show everything and everything. I can make sure that my family sees this is where we come from, and this is our homestead, and we love that, all that kind of stuff. What if God says, okay, great, take the pictures, but have you ever wondered why the pictures are not permanently in the wall? Because the pictures are meant to move. Wow. You don't build walls to put pictures on it.
No, sir. No, sir.
Am I making sense? Those same pictures can go anywhere. And with a little paint and a little time, you can make wherever that is home. See, this is the struggle right here. I knew it was going to be right here. Right? I knew it was going to be right here. So Joshua said, man, I got to work with these people because they don't understand. They're looking for a military strategy. I'm saying, let's go to a place because of our obedience with God. Let's be courageous. Let's unify, and let's live a life that's according to Scripture. And if we are obedient to God, and we are courageous, and we unify, and we live a life that's according to Scripture, then listen, the world is our oyster. We got all kinds of stuff in front of us.
Thank you for worshiping with us today. If you liked this message, you can find the rest at cmllcstore.com. We invite you to join us again for our extraordinary worship services every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., Sundays at 4 p.m., and Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central, where Dr. Moody teaches how to understand the Bible, and you can get all your biblical questions answered. We look forward to connecting with you. We ask that you subscribe to The Rock ATX on YouTube and follow The Rock ATX on Facebook and Instagram to stay connected to all The Rock is doing. You can also get connected on our website at therockatx.org. Again, thank you for worshiping with us, and be blessed.